A woman secretly hid the eggs that her mother-in-law had hidden and fried them all for her husband to eat. Watching the woman who was usually timid now showing such boldness, the man was surprised. He didn't realize that in the past, his wife had been bullied by her mother-in-law and sister-in-law every day, not even daring to take a deep breath. After the man left, the mother-in-law would even become more cruel towards the woman. One day, the woman was knocked unconscious. When she woke up again, she was completely unfamiliar with her surroundings. She then realized in fear that she had traveled back to the 1970s. Not only that, but she also brought her house from the 21st century with her. Seeing the food stored in the fridge, the woman felt relieved that she wouldn't starve. However, thinking about the suffering her husband had endured made her feel angry. Just when she had nowhere to vent her anger, the sister-in-law walked into the situation. She yelled at the woman. When the mother-in-law returned, she dragged the sister-in-law to show off in front of the woman. Unexpectedly, the woman didn't let her get away with it and immediately taught the sister-in-law a lesson, leaving her crying and running behind the mother-in-law. When the man finally came back, he saw three women fighting fiercely. The evil mother-in-law immediately spoke up, asking the man to discipline his crazy wife. But instead, the man said he would call the police. Thinking the man was on her side, she didn't expect him to say that he was impressed with his wife. When they refused to back down and insisted on calling the police, the team leader arrived quickly to stop them. Seeing someone come to support her, the evil mother-in-law became even more arrogant. Although the man wasn't her biological son, she used the fact that she raised him as leverage to guilt-trip him. She was about to expose everything. The team leader tried to mediate, suggesting the mother-in-law pay some money to settle the matter. As soon as the woman heard the word money, she looked excited, but the man refused. He believed the woman wouldn't be greedy for money. The mother-in-law then acted like she was in charge, asking the woman how much she wanted to be compensated. The woman calculated the cost and asked for 200 yuan. Everyone was shocked, thinking she was being unreasonable. A family's monthly allowance was only 3 yuan. It seemed like a monster. When they refused, the woman fainted, pretending to be helpless. When they didn't budge, she turned her attention to the team leader. She mentioned that the village was currently evaluating advanced models. If someone died over this issue, the team leader might also be affected. Upon hearing that, the team leader changed his mind and ordered the mother-in-law to pay the woman 200 yuan immediately. Finally, the mother-in-law reluctantly handed over the 200 yuan. After this victory, the woman's status in the family rose dramatically. While eating, she took the egg soup directly from her sister-in-law, who didn't dare to say a word. They just complained to the mother-in-law. They were smart enough. Unexpectedly, the woman gave the egg soup entirely to the man, saying that he was the main provider and should eat more. This greatly angered the evil mother-in-law, who couldn't even eat anymore and left the table. To find out the family's secrets, the woman went to the kitchen. She found nothing edible. Looking at the locked cabinet, she immediately sensed something was wrong and smashed the lock open. Sure enough, there were all sorts of poisonous food hidden inside. The woman took all the eggs and made egg pancakes with flour. When the man came back, she gave him all the freshly made food and chased him out of the kitchen. The foolish man thought the woman was being kind to him. But the next second, the woman pulled out a big chicken leg from her space and started eating it happily. When the evil mother-in-law